Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula is visiting the scene of a horror crash in Ga-rankuwa. Friday's head-on collision between a truck and a bus claimed 15 lives. Mbalula will also meet some of the families of the deceased. The visit comes as police continue its probe and the community accuses bus drivers of reckless behaviour. ENCA's Heidi Jokos is live there. Heidi, can you tell us the main purpose of today's briefing by the Minister of Transport? And of course, many families are there still having not identified their loved ones who have died in that crash.
Yes, indeed, Annalie. I think it's rather tragic that only 6 out of the 15 families have come forward to identify their loved ones having tragically passed on in that horror crash that happened at about 5 to 6 o'clock on Friday morning. What we do understand is that the Minister of Transport, Fikile Mbalula, together with other officials, were at the crash site where the actual accident happened, where we know from preliminary investigations a truck seems to have crashed into a bus that had almost over 50 passengers inside that bus. What we do understand, though, is that the minister is saying he doesn't want to go into too much detail because he's going to release that final report that is expected to be released on Friday. The minister says he will do so on Friday. We do know that here at the George Mukari Hospital, we do know that about 5 patients are currently being treated here. We're not exactly sure how many are in ICU, but we do know it's about 2 or 3 of those patients that are currently in ICU. A number of them need to be operated on for various different reasons, as they were hurt and injured during that car crash. So the minister, of course, just assessing. 15 lives were lost. It's a very big accident. Minister's trying to understand what exactly happened. But perhaps we can just listen in to a briefing that's currently underway. I do understand that the CEO of the Road Accident Fund is currently speaking. Let's listen in.
The reports coming from the hospital and others that are coming from different mortuaries that will tell us who got injured, who died from this accident, and therefore we will close that loop immediately, Minister. We know who got involved in this accident, we know who got injured, and we know who died as a consequence. So that's what we'll be doing before the minister comes back to the families, especially those ones that have met their demise through this accident. From the Road Accident Fund, we wish those families that have lost their loved ones, we are saying to them condolences, but we are saying Godspeed to those that are still having to recover. May they recover quite quickly. Thank you so much.
We have done a lot of things thus far in terms of the Road Accident Fund to help our people and to serve the purpose for why the Road Accident Fund was established. And some of the things we have begun to introduce in terms of policy and changes have landed the Road Accident Fund in court and on a different front. In terms of this entity, but it is there for the people of South Africa, and it is established by the monies and the resources of the people of South Africa, and they will work very hard that it is not defrauded, so that it benefits our people. But over and above that, we will keep the hyenas like the real young lions at bay in terms of this. It's not an easy path. It has been very difficult. Colin and his board have endured a lot of attacks and challenges. The other day they failed in terms of challenging his appointment, and the court dismissed them. So, and we are happy about how Road Accident Fund has functioned since he was appointed, and the new board. Of course, we soldier on in all fronts. But at the end of the day, I want everybody involved in this accident attended to. And nobody will be stopped from doing what it is within their power as families to claim what they have to claim from Road Accident Fund. But we'll be ready to help, and as we are here now and going forward. So, ladies and gentlemen of the media, thank you for your time this morning. From the accident scene to the hospital, I think we'll be with you also during this week when we meet with the families, and then also when we release the accident report on Friday. So that is what at least the CEO of RTMC have said, I must say, that on Friday the report will be ready. So I'm just making it clear that if it is not ready by Friday, it's not only my head that is going to be chopped. I'm going to deal with him for misleading me about this. But it's a quick turnaround so that we put the speculation aside. I will also address the issue of foreign drivers. That has been largely speculated, that people who were driving did not have driver's license and all of that. I will address all of those things on Friday, because we South Africans, we tend to be YouTube of misinformation, and then so please wait for that period and then get the right YouTube on what actually happened. Any questions? If there are no questions, thank you very much. And I wish to thank once more Dr. Kenneth Matie. Am I right? My fellow comrades marathon runner. We are going for it with him in August. This is a public hospital. Our people are treated well here. What I said to him about this hospital is that it is clean. And I asked him, do you have cleaning services? I can see the challenges of infrastructure, but clean is clean. And that is what, kept my heart, at peace. And I saw other important things here in the hospital. So these are the facilities at the disposal of our people, and I know it's not an easy task. And I want to thank the nurses who are doing this job. And the matron, thank you very much for allowing us here, and the media for following on the story and the work that we're doing. I've seen political parties here, so I thought they are coming to disrupt me like in Parliament, but they came to support. I see the ANC and councillors are here, and the EFF councillors here. I'm very happy because councillors must always be in the forefront when there are things like this that are happening in our communities. Akufunekanga sibasobo lamakhansela, kufuneka hlale khona. So ngijabule kakhulu mangibona amakhansela wethu ekhona la. Thank you very much. Ngiyabonga. Thank you.
That's a briefing from Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula at the hospital where the majority of patients involved in that crash have been taken and are being treated. The minister there saying that the accident report should be released on Friday, asking also for patience from members of the public not to speculate about the causes behind this accident until that report has been released, so that we can come to the right conclusions and obviously make the right adjustments to solve the carnage on our roads.